Uh,
Big ball, flat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, flat,
Always feel good, especially after a victory. And here we are, Victory Monday, as my Washington Commanders take down the Las Vegas Raiders on yesterday. 41-24 as the Commanders roll to another victory. I'm gonna get right into it, man. I mean, the Commanders were clicking on all cylinders right out the gate. Opened the kickoff of the game. Raiders won the toss. Raiders was disrespectful. They deferred. They wanted the ball at halftime. Maybe they felt confident enough that, hey, it's a possibility that we could be down. Or maybe they just felt the confidence that they'll be able to stop the Commanders right away. Well, Debo introduced himself right off the break, 69-yard kickoff return to set up an aggressive game plan from Cliff Kingsbury and the Washington Commanders, because they took it straight to the Raiders. I mean, they just ran the ball basically down their throats for the first score. Commanders were looking sharp offensively. They made some adjustments on the line. Brandon Coleman, did not start and did not play. It was a coach's decision. Coach Quinn at the presser said that it's a competition going on at both guard positions. And if need be, guys will rotate in and out. And this is no secret to how they do business here in Washington. It's definitely a competition. You definitely have to compete if you want that spot. And the Commanders, like I said, they came out aggressive, they came out strong. Some awesome formations and run designs by Cliff Kingsbury. Mariota looked decisive on his RPOs, and his legs looked really fresh as he was moving pretty well down the field. And the Commanders, set up their first touchdown of the game by just running the football. I mean, they pounded the Raiders right out the gate. Raiders fresh off the flight, coming from out there in Vegas. And Commanders went right away. Marcus Mariota got into the end zone, dropped back, was a pass, but he seen the lane and he took it. The Raiders came back with a field goal, which was, pretty decent drive. They also got the ball at the 40-yard line because Matt Gay kicked the ball out of bounds. Commanders responded with a field goal. The Raiders responded with a touchdown. It's a 10-10 ball game. And then what set it off was a 60-yard touchdown run by Jeremy McNichols. Man, he went up inside, bounced off a few people, looked like he was getting ready to be down, and then somehow, some way, he bounced out of the crowd and just sprinted down the field for 60 yards. The crowd went crazy. You know what I'm saying? The crowd erupted. I thought it was very exciting play. Again, Mariota was looking sharp, man. He was looking sharp. He was looking decisive on even his passes. Terry McLaurin got robbed on a bomb that Mariota hit. When you're running that well as an offense, as a team, it opens up the play action game. Mariota had an opportunity to hook up with Terry McLaurin. Every time he beats someone off the ball, he catches the ball. Somehow, some way, they're able to catch up to him while the ball is either in the air or right after he catches the ball, and kind of like shoestring him to tangle him up. Last year, he could have had about 16 touchdowns last year, because I think that happened about 3 or 4 times last year, right? But it happened again, but this time when he extended the ball, his knee nor his hip, by the time his hip hit the ground, the ball was already extended over there. And then even with this new instant replay thing, they still got it wrong. It was insane. They got another play wrong in the game on a touchdown that Jalen Lane dropped, right? Where Commanders thought they had a free play because the guy definitely was definitely a neutral zone infraction. And yeah, Jalen Lane dropped that touchdown pass. But then the Commanders, like I said, after that touchdown by McNichols, the defense showed up again, and Commanders kicked a field goal. Matt Gay missed another field goal, but he responded and redeemed himself. And then we had the rookie from Virginia Tech, Jaden Lane. Now, special teams were really special throughout the game. Defense line was applying a lot of pressure. They got Geno 5 times, but it was more like 8 or potentially 9. Geno squirmed out of a couple of sacks. Jaden Lane bust the game open with a 90-yard return, punt return at that. And it's been a while since a Commander / Washington football player / Redskin player has took one of those to the house. He opened the game up with that, followed by JCM, Jacoby Krosky Merritt, 1-yard touchdown run. The Commanders, man, they went on to score 24 unanswered after being a 10-10 ball game. And shout out to Luke McCaffrey as he gets his first touchdown in the National Football League on a 43-yard touchdown reception from Marcus Mariota. Mariota played well. Mariota did have a fumble, a great hustle play by Crosby, Mad Max, chasing Mariota down from the blind side as he was hurdling over a defender on a great run. You know, actually, like I said, he looked fast. He hit the hole he pretty fast. Decision making was quick, and he got out of there. But the play from Mad Max caused that fumble, and the Raiders eventually recovered that. Geno Smith had a good day. I mean, last week he threw 3 picks. Yesterday he was 19 for 29 with 3 touchdowns, 289 yards passing. Mariota 15 for 21, 207 with 1 touchdown pass and 1 touchdown run. No turnovers. That turnover by Mariota was the first that the Commanders have gave up all year offensively through the first 3 games. Jeremy McNichols, 4 carries, 78 yards. Like I mentioned, he had a 60-yarder. Mariota had 40 on the ground. Chris Rodriguez actually started the game. He was having a few good runs in the beginning. He finished with 39. Krosky Murray finished with 26. Debo had 18. As a total, as a team, there was 201 yards rushing from the Washington Commanders, which is right now they are the second ranked rushing offense in the National Football League through the first 3 games, which is a great thing. Because when you're able to run the ball, you're able to set up a lot of things in your offense. Debo Samuels is just Swiss Army knifing it. Like I said, kickoff return, they had him in the backfield, taking a handoff, a wildcat type of setting. Man, Debo is definitely the Swiss Army knife, and right now he's having a great season as a Washington Commander. Terry McLaurin finished with 3 receptions for 74. He dropped 1. Like I said, he was robbed on a touchdown catch as well. McCaffrey had 3 receptions for 56. Zach Ertz, 3 receptions for 38. Chris Moore got some action too. He had 2 catches for 25 yards. Debo had 2 for 11. Jaden Lane had a catch, but it was for negative yards. Defensive backs, we banged up too, man. So we are really banged up. Terry McLaurin has a quad injury. He did not play majority of the 4th quarter. I want to say it was on that play where he extended himself to try to get that touchdown. That was definitely a touchdown. But for whatever reason, it wasn't a touchdown. Yeah, man, the Commanders definitely, Will Harris, he banged up. He got hurt, and he's going to be out for some time. You know, there's a injury bug that's been going on, which Commanders pretty much stayed pretty healthy last year. But already losing Eckler for the year, already losing Wise for the year, now Will Harris, and then now Terry McLaurin. We don't know the severity of anything as of yet, but it's pretty banged up. 5 sacks. Von Miller got his first sack as a Commander. Deron Payne once again was a beast out there. He didn't get no sack, but he was definitely a beast. Bobby Wagner had 2 sacks and led the team in tackles, solo and just total tackles. Baptiste got a sack. Again, we had 5 sacks, man, and Dorrance Armstrong, who's having a fantastic year in the role that he's in. He's playing free. He's playing fast. Frankie Louvu was out there balling too. He was running around and making a lot of plays as well. But the defensive backs, even with the pressure that we were getting, it was a couple of miscommunications back there in the backfield, and you can't do that against really, really good teams. We seen that Thursday night when they had some of those miscommunications. Joe Witt Jr. was saying that their eyes wasn't seeing what they needed to see as far as, the defensive backs, as far as the coverages and things like that. Well, it looked that way as well on Sunday. And that is something that got to get fixed ASAP, because you can get away with it against teams like the Raiders. The Raiders aren't as good as, people may have thought they would be with the acquisitions and the draft picks they've made, at least not right now in this young season. They are not. The Giants obviously aren't good either. They're good defensively as far as the defensive line goes, but, well, their offense had an explosion against Dallas, but other than that, I mean, we beat up on the teams that we're supposed to beat up on so far in this young season. But it's a good way. It's a good victory. It's a good way to get your foot back on the right side of things, considering the tough loss that we had versus the Green Bay Packers. 2-1 now, 2-0 at the crib, 9-2 at the crib in the last 11 games. We have won the last 7 out of 8 regular season games dating back from last year. So the Commanders are definitely rolling in the right direction. I just need to see things get cleaned up. I need to see Marshall Lattimore got banged up as well. He played a better game. It was physical. He's concussed, so we don't know the severity of that either. There are just some things that definitely need to clean up. We still haven't created a turnover, though we've been close. I mean, Trey Amos had an opportunity. Will Harris had an opportunity to get that same deflection that Amos was knocking back and forth to himself, trying to get that pick. But overall, I mean, when you're clicking offensively, defensively, and special teams, it make any team hard to beat. And yesterday, that team was the Washington Commanders, as they clicked on all cylinders. Like I said, they were out there flying, they were out there hitting, they were out there executing. They looked real sharp. Minus Jaden Daniels out there, the offense still ran smooth. I mean, Kingsbury obviously feels comfortable with Mariota back there. Mariota obviously feels comfortable within the system, within the scheme. His decision-making was pretty sharp. He knew where he was intent on where he wanted to go with the football, and it actually, before routes could get covered, he was making sure the ball was out so give his receivers a chance. Some things that Jaden probably need to do when he get back out there is, instead of trying to, make a big play, just take what they give you, like how he does a lot of, but, just be a little bit more decisive. And I think the offense should continue rolling in the right direction. We just got to clean up a few things, man. But overall, I'm proud of the victory, proud of the effort from the guys. Dan Quinn took a big hit from Marcus Mariota on the sideline. His head hit the grass pretty hard, but he bounced up. He was bleeding. He was bloody. But he's a soldier, a tough guy. And, yeah, man, so that had the adrenaline pumping as well. The crowd was rocking. And off to Atlanta we go. And your boy, Sports Guard, will be down there in Atlanta, obviously rooting for the Washington Commanders, man. Give me your thoughts and comments on the game, man. What did you like from the game? What you didn't like? What are some of the things that you feel like the team needs to clean up on as, the season progresses? There are going to be some tough battles coming up. And we shall see where this team really stands. You know, from being in the NFC Championship game last year, expectations are through the ceiling, and we shall see how this team continues to move in the right direction. It's your boy, Sports Guard TV, where we talk sports like religion, and I'm out. Till the next time.